It's a bug out.
You mean tear down all the tents and move?
That's right. Bug out! MASH is moving to 7, beginning Monday on Fox 11. Hal Holbrook and Richard Anderson play a deadly psychological game.
We were lovers, but I told him I never wanted to see him again.
No gun, no bullet, just death by cardiac arrest.
They're involved in an intricate plot to commit the perfect crime.
How was I?
Perfect.
If I was a murderer, I certainly wouldn't want you around.
How do you scare someone to death? Murder by natural causes. And now the Fox 11 Prime movie, with limited commercial interruptions. Catherine Ross in Murder by Natural Causes will continue in a moment.
Two families who thought their prayers were answered. Adopted children, a happy home. Then their dreams became a living nightmare.
I want to kill them!
Good, again.
I want to kill them!
Again. Did the adoption agency hide the truth from these parents? Just one of the stories on The Reporters. Saturday on Fox.
You've seen The Tonight Show celebrate a quarter century. Now it's Gary's turn.
Now, before I bring out the Beatles...
The Gary Shandling 25th Anniversary Special, Saturday.
Why don't we get something to drink around here?
In time, in time.
Great, because I'm ready for an ice-cold squirt.
That light, tangy, fresh citrus taste hitting my tongue.
Water? Where's the squirt?
Squirt? What do you think this is, boy? A country club?
Give your thirst a squirt or Diet Squirt.
Telesis. It means progress intelligently planned. This is a report of Telesis. You're looking at the 6th largest economic power on Earth, California. A single state whose business output is the equal of entire nations, whose brightest business minds are fired with one precious raw material, information. Information that sparks ideas, creates products, and builds companies. But could a lack of information tear them apart? Oh yes. A glitch here, a snag there, and suddenly our brilliance fades to a dark whimper. The companies of the Pacific Telesis Group are making sure that doesn't happen. We're in business to move information and keep it moving. Over telephone lines and cellular systems, through computer networks we design. Information that makes California business people the envy of the business world. The Pacific Telesis Group believes that's progress, intelligently planned.
You're watching Murder by Natural Causes, starring Hal Holbrook.
The Honda Accord DX hatchback. You could get it with front-wheel drive, power brakes, a handy rear hatch. Or for over $2,000 less, you could get this Dodge Shadow with those same standard features. And something else they don't even have, our 770 protection plan. So you see, at your Dodge dealer, it's really simple. We make it affordable.
Something new is in the air at Pizza Hut. Introducing hand-tossed traditional pizza that's reaching new heights with an out-of-this-world offer. Get 2 medium cheese hand-tossed pizzas, only $10.99. One low price per topping covers both pizzas. No wonder people are taking off for the best hand-tossed pizza to ever get off the ground. 2 medium cheese hand-tossed pizzas, only $10.99. Take off for yours today.
Pizza Hut, making it great.
More people buy furniture at Levitt's than any other furniture store in the world. Let's ask why.
I want quality. If Levitt's has it at a better price, I'd be a fool to go anywhere else.
I've never seen so much beautiful furniture in any store.
And believe me, we've been to a lot of stores.
I don't know how you can beat Levitt's, really.
Levitt's is a great place to shop. Come in and see for yourself.
You'll love it at Levitt's.
Today, more and more people are drinking light beer. And the light beer they're drinking more of is Coors Light. Why? It's easy drinking. Got just the right balance of smoothness and drinkability. And best of all, the Silver Bullet won't slow you down. Coors Light, the Silver Bullet. For all the right reasons, it's the right beer now.
And now, back to Catherine Ross, starring in Murder by Natural Causes. Murder by Natural Causes, starring Hal Holbrook, will continue.
When the people who run America want a good shave, they run to me. I'm Milton Pitts. And at my barbershop in Washington, D.C., you'll find more congressmen and senators than you can shake a stick at. Or should I say, shake a bick at. Yes, Bic. Bic gives these powerful folks a powerful good shave. Bic's the best darn shaver I've ever used. Ask George McGovern.
Milt, if only my campaigns were as smooth as your Bic. The Bic shaver. If it's good enough for Milton, it's good enough for you.
Do you love ribs? Bob's Barbecue Bar is back with all the thick and juicy ribs you can eat. All the barbecue chicken and corn on the cob and fried chicken and biscuits. Hey, did we mention all the succulent ribs you can eat? And so much more. All for just $8.95 at Bob's. Better hurry.
There's one thing I hate about my legs, shaving. They feel like sandpaper the next day. Now there's a way to have silky, smooth legs that last for weeks. It's the brilliant new Epilady. Epilady's coil removes hair at the root, so there's no stubble the next day. Just silky smoothness that lasts for weeks. Epilady proves that we ladies weren't meant to shave.
Epilady Ultra, available at Bullock's.
A word about mounds. But don't take our word for it. Ooh, for yourself.
Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard. Pick up a copy today wherever paperbacks are sold.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight on Fox News, the Secret Service turns up new information on the man who tried to kill President Reagan. We'll have the details. Plus, the protests continue as the last temptation of Christ opens across the nation. We'll have a live report on what happened when the controversial film was shown here in Los Angeles. Now this.
Okay, kiddo, time for bed. Mom's orders.
Ah, the virtues of milk. Milk helps supply protein.
What you doing?
For strong muscles.
I've got homework.
Vitamin B complex.
I'm thirsty.
For a steady nervous system.
Night now.
Some carbohydrate.
I need my blanket.
To boost your energy level.
Let me study.
And milk has some thiamine to help keep up your morale.
We're home.
Milk.
Aren't you done with your homework?
It does a body good.
A wild and woolly ride on their wedding day for a Buena Park couple. We'll have the details on the start of a real up-and-down relationship tonight at 10.
With low back pain, walking can be agony, where every step shoots pain. Up here, you know what helps? New back guard.
Clinically proven back guard is a shoe insert for low back pain aggravated by foot shock. Back guard with its shock trapper module relieves this low back pain. Watch how it helps absorb shock upon impact to reduce the shock to your back.
Amazing. Something down here can help up here.
New back guard from Dr. Scholl's. Absorb shock all day to help keep back pain away.
This is the totally redesigned Colt GT with a new 16-valve fuel-injected turbo power plant. What's it like to drive one? How was it?
Not bad.
The Colt GT, imported by Plymouth and Dodge dealers.
Now back to Murder by Natural Causes on the Fox Prime Movie. Murder by Natural Causes will continue in a moment.
And now, a Fox News Extra.
Good evening. In tonight's headlines, former Pennsylvania Governor Dick Thornburg was sworn in as a 76th U.S. Attorney General and pledged to make drug trafficking public enemy #1. Thornburg replaces Edwin Meese. And before leaving office, Ed Meese announced he was authorizing future attorneys general to appoint independent counsels to investigate any alleged wrongdoing by members of Congress. No field trips for John Hinckley Jr., the man who shot President Reagan in 1981. Officials at a Washington hospital decided to postpone a day trip after Secret Service agents discovered new letters written by the presidential assailant. A fire at New York's Empire State Building shot up 16 floors through an air shaft. About 1,500 tourists had to be evacuated from the building. No serious injuries were reported. And on Monday, the Republican National Convention gets underway at New Orleans Superdome Stadium. Now this.
Though you may know me as a keen observer of the lifestyles of the rich and famous, you may not know I'm still a child with regard to the taste of sugar. That's why I love the taste of Equal. Keep plenty on the set of my newest show. One that'll silence those critics who claim I can't do serious, hard-hitting journalism. The show's called Shoe Sizes of the Rich and Famous.
Equal with NutraSweet. The taste you never outgrow.
Business Week says it has fired its broadcast editor for allegedly trading on advance knowledge of stocks mentioned in the magazine and failing to reveal all the stock trades he made. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones lost nearly 2 points. The price of an average share down 1 cent. Those are tonight's headlines. I'm Coran Mahalik in New York. Stay tuned for your local news later tonight on this Fox television station.
A message from your Southern California Pontiac dealers. This BMW 325 Coupe is a foreign car that comes with these features. This Pontiac Grand Am Coupe is a domestic car that comes with these features. But if the BMW price tag of $24,075 seems as foreign to you as the place it came from, perhaps the Grand Am's price tag speaks your language. It's sticker priced at $11,226. See your Southern California Pontiac dealers.
We're going to build a kind of America where hard work is rewarded, where American goods and American workmanship are the best in the world. That's what this election is all about.
He turned around a 10-year economic slide and created a boom that has made Massachusetts one of the hottest economies in the country. He brought people together, created over 400,000 jobs, and pushed personal income to the highest levels in the nation. He erased a massive deficit, balanced 10 budgets in a row, and cut taxes 5 times. It wasn't a miracle. It was leadership.
By working together to create opportunity and a good life for all of us are enriched, not just in economic terms, but as citizens and as human beings.
For a new era of economic greatness in America, Michael Dukakis for president.
Monday night, Richard Chamberlain stars in Shogun.
The city that loves a party, Republican or Democratic.
That's a current affair at its new time, Monday at 7:30 on Fox 11.
Just a reminder that every week in TV Guide, you'll find writing that's really worth reading. Pick up your copy of TV Guide. It's on sale now.
And I don't want anyone driving my XT while I'm away. Do you understand?
The new Subaru XT6 has a powerful 6-cylinder engine, computerized full-time 4-wheel drive, and a design which makes it hard to resist.
Somebody drove my car. Who was it?
La 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 bam ba da da ba.
Get up to $1,500 cash back or 4.9 financing on a Subaru.
Announcing a special meal for your family from Shakey's. For a limited time, you can enjoy a Shakey's medium pizza with choice of 1 topping plus 5 pieces of Shakey's light crispy chicken and Shakey's famous Mojo potatoes, all for only $9.98. You can take this delicious meal home or enjoy it at Shakey's. That's a medium pizza, 5 pieces of chicken and Mojo potatoes, now only $9.98 at Shakey's.
There's a new source for energy savings. Circuit City's great refrigeration rebates.
This Frigidaire refrigerator's sale price was $574. With a $75 SCE rebate, it's now a low $499. This deluxe Amana refrigerator's sale price was $12.99. With rebates of $75 from SCE and $50 from Amana, it's now just $1174. And that's only the beginning. Great refrigeration rebates at Circuit City.
Standard shoes prices are even lower than department store sale prices. The May Company Summer Sale. These sandals were slashed 21%, but that's still 25% higher than Standard's price for the exact same shoe. The Bullock Summer Sale. These pumps were reduced almost 32%. That's still 21% higher than Standard's price every day. Standard Shoes has tough competition. That's why we made our prices lower than department store sale prices. Standard Shoes. The competition made us do it.
For those of you considering a new truck, compare the Ford Ranger XLT and the Toyota Deluxe.
Nice try, Biff.
Both trucks have an AM/FM stereo cassette and power steering.
Nice try, Biff.
But the Ford Ranger adds a fuel-injected engine, a 6-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty, and more, all for less money.
Nice try, Biff.
And if Ranger's features don't convince you, then consider the option.
Get up to $750 cash bonus on America's best-selling compact truck, Ford Ranger.
Now, back to Murder by Natural Causes, starring Hal Holbrook. Murder by Natural Causes, starring Catherine Ross, will continue.
More people buy furniture at Levitt's than any other furniture store in the world. Let's ask why.
One store was going to make us wait 2 months for delivery. Levitt's is going to deliver next week.
Levitt's has the best prices. It's that simple.
For example, sale prices on open stock heirloom bedroom pieces. Only $497 buys your choice of bunk bed or dresser and mirror. Matching pieces also sale priced at Levitt's.
You'll love it at Levitt's.
A lot of people are putting the rubber to the road at their Hyundai dealer because it's the Hyundai Macon Tracks clearance. And we're moving out all the 88 XLs, including the XL 4-doors, starting at just $59.95. They're $1,000 less than any other 4-door sedan. And during Macon Tracks clearance, we're really dealing. But hurry, these cars are going fast. Missed me by a mile.
Hurry into your Southern California Hyundai dealer during Hyundai's Macon Tracks clearance.
I think I've been very bad.
There seems to be a misunderstanding about Bob's breakfast bar.
I took one of everything. I couldn't stop myself.
We want you to take whatever you like. Honest.
I took 3 helpings. I only paid once.
Right in front of the children.
You can have all you want. Really.
I'm afraid if I have the chance, I'll do it again.
Big Boy's all-you-can-eat breakfast bar. Perfectly delicious and perfectly legal.
Most anti-itch medicines relieve itching on your skin, but Dermarest doesn't stop there. Dermarest also fights what's causing the itching in your skin. Dermarest stops the itch where it starts.
You're watching Murder by Natural Causes, starring Hal Holbrook.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight on Fox News, screaming and praying demonstrators protest the opening of The Last Temptation of Christ. A live report on what's happening at the screening of the controversial film here in Los Angeles. Plus, the show goes on and the clothes come off as the owners of Chippendales win a battle in court. Now this.
Fact. The Home Club has demonstrated over and over again that its prices are lower than the competition. Question. How then do several home improvement centers claim to guarantee the lowest prices? Answer. What the competition really guarantees is to reduce their prices after you find lower prices at the Home Club. So why not go to the Home Club in the first place? At the Home Club, you save on everything, every day.
Britain's royal family shows off their newest princess. A look at the newest royal, plus all the day's news tonight on Fox News at 10.
Hey, Vern, heard you've been having trouble with that old hunk of junk you've been driving. Cerritos Auto Square's where you gotta go, Vern. Vern, when you buy a new car or truck from Cerritos Auto Square, you not only get a low price, you get more for your trade-in. That's right, buddy, a low price plus a higher trade-in allowance. You get them both. Cerritos Auto Square, Vern, number 1, numero uno, comprendo? Vern, My hands burn.
605 Freeway at South Street in Cerritos.
So hot.
The Warehouse is celebrating hot fun in the summertime with great deals on the hottest movies, music, and tapes. And to really heat up the fun, we're giving away Ford Festivas.
Ooh, so hot.
22 of them. So come register to win. Right now, rent hot summer hits like Wall Street. And coming September 1st, broadcast news. The Warehouse. It's music, movies, and free Ford Festivas.
61, 62, 63.
Independent laboratory testing proves that Sergeant's new fast-acting collar for cats kills 3.5 times more fleas in the first 6 hours than the other leading collar.
Tell me about it.
And Sergeant's keeps on killing fleas for a full 5 months.
Wait your turn.
And unlike other collars, Sergeant's collar for cats is designed exclusively for cats. So remember, fleas fall much faster with Sergeant's new fast-acting collar for cats.
189, 180, 10, 180, 11.
When does 1 minute feel like a zillion? When waiting for that tempting, tantalizing, tingly tang of cheddary Cheese Whiz. Then, just when you can't wait another second, it's done. Cheese Whiz processed cheese spread. The marvelous microwave in a minute cheese sauce.
We now return to Murder by Natural Causes. We'll return to Murder by Natural Causes after these messages.
Coming up on Fox News at 10, we'll have a live report as The Last Temptation of Christ opens in local theaters. Plus, Chippendales wins a temporary restraining order, enabling the controversial club to bear all. And a Southland marriage gets off to a rocky start. We'll show you a wedding aboard a roller coaster. These stories and more on Fox News at 10.
A message from your Southern California Pontiac dealers. This new Pontiac Grand Prix comes with a splendid list of features, like air conditioning, power brakes, and a V6 2.8-liter engine. This Acura Legend also comes with a list of features you'll probably find quite impressive. But while both these cars may have nice equipment, only the Grand Prix comes equipped with this, a sticker price over $10,000 less than the Legends. See your Southern California Pontiac dealers.
Here are the best directions to Magic Mountain's new suspended coaster. Follow the tracks over the hill until you hit the river. Take the river to the very end. Make a hard right. Then a quick left. Go up about a block past the stop. Then down a block. And you're there. Ninja, the black belt of roller coasters. Only at Magic Mountain.
Remember that special feeling called summer? Remember the taste of summer peaches? So cool, juicy, and good for you?
Summer, summer fruits from California, fresh from the tree. Taste them and see.
They have a special sweetness that only summer can bring. But like summer, they'll soon be just a sweet memory.
Summer, summer fruits, it wouldn't be summer without them.
Up to $1,500 cash back from Subaru is worth more than the same money from anyone else. It's worth more because Subaru has the best-selling import wagon in America. It's worth more because Subaru's XT6 has the same engine design found in a Ferrari. It's worth more because the Subaru Justy is the lowest-priced four-wheel drive passenger car in America. Up to $1,500 cash back on a Subaru is worth more because it's on a Subaru. Get up to $1,500 cash back or 4.9 financing on a Subaru.
Monday night, Richard Chamberlain stars in Shogun. He rode the wind to another world.
What is this place, the Japan?
A land sheathed in legend, wrapped in silk, and sharpened by war. Richard Chamberlain stars in the epic saga of the rising sun. Shogun. The adventure begins Monday at 8 on Fox 11.
There's one thing I hate about my legs. Shaving. They feel like sandpaper the next day. Now there's a way to have silky, smooth legs that last for weeks. It's the brilliant new Epilades. Epilades Coil removes hair at the root, so there's no stubble the next day. Just silky smoothness that lasts for weeks. Epilades proves that we ladies weren't meant to shave.
Epilades Ultra, available at Bullock's.
It's true. Thousands of California drivers have insured for less at FGS. You want to know why? Try low down payments, low monthly payments, the same low rate whether or not you're currently insured. That's what FGS can do for you right now. All you have to do is call for a quote. Find out for yourself how you too can insure for less at FGS. FGS, the universal answer to a universal need.
There are times when you have to stop on a dime. That's why at Winston Tire Stores, we install brakes you can trust. And all Winston brake work comes with a Winston money-back guarantee.
Next time you need to stop on a dime, make sure you have my Winston brakes.
Do you love ribs? Bob's Barbecue Bar is back with all the thick and juicy ribs you can eat. All the barbecue chicken and corn on the cob and fried chicken and biscuits. Hey, did we mention all the succulent ribs you can eat? And so much more. All for just $8.95 at Bob's. Better hurry.
Now, the conclusion of Murder by Natural Causes with no further interruptions.
Get another $500 cash back. Your taste is great and your timing's perfect, because once again, it's clearance time.
Go see your Southern California Ford dealer. Tell him you heard he's having such a good year, he's giving his cars away. They love stuff like that.
Every neighborhood has its own unique flavor and charm, but there's one thing they all have in common. One place in the neighborhood where you always get the lowest prices overall and the quality you need. That place is Lucky. And with the most recent Dare to Compare price survey, we've proved it again. Maybe it's time you compared for yourself, because no matter where you live, the proof is as close as your neighborhood Lucky.
How to get your baby into showbiz on the next Geraldo.
Tonight on the CBS Sunday Movie, outrage when a young woman is brutally murdered and her killer set free.
He was guilty as hell.
But why did he have to kill her? Outrage when a desperate father must seek his own justice.
One thing in this world for me was to kill that killer.
Outrage when his life depends on an untried young lawyer and the outrage of the people.
What kind of world are we living in, kid?
Robert Preston, Beau Bridges, Burgess Meredith, Linda Pearl, and Anthony Newley. Was it murder or was it justice? Next.
Carnation Instant Breakfast. You're gonna love it in an instant. You're gonna love it in an instant. So good and frosty, rich and tasty. Carnation Instant Breakfast. You're gonna love it in an instant. Carnation Instant Breakfast comes in 4 delicious flavors. Chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, chocolate malt. It's one nutritious breakfast you're gonna love. Carnation Instant Breakfast. In regular and no sugar added. You're gonna love it in an instant.
The Jones family reunion won't be quite the same this year. And where are those otherwise reliable Joneses? At McDonald's for the Chicken McNuggets Fiesta. They've come from far and wide to enjoy our 3 new Chicken McNuggets Fiesta sauces and collect and learn about real south-of-the-border coins. So if you're planning a get-together, you might plan on waiting till the fiesta ends.
The good time, great taste of McDonald's. Fiesta!
The truth is, heart specialists concerned about aspirin irritation recommend Ecotrin over Bayer to help prevent second heart attack. Consult your doctor about the only brand of aspirin that's safety coated to protect your stomach. That's Ecotrin, and that's the truth.
Madge! I know what's coming next. I soaked in it. Madge! I soaked in it. Madge! I soaked in it.
Well, it finally soaked in. Original or lemon lime palm olive softens hands while you do dish.
When your cat is hungry, what does she really want? Plain cat food? Maybe gourmet cat food? No. In her heart, she hungers for amore. Because to find salmon that's firmer, meatier, and flakier than a more flake salmon dinner, she'd have to catch it herself. If you truly want the best for your cat, look beyond gourmet. Give her amore.
Hey, what's this stuff?
Liquid Dial.
Why'd we switch?
This one has germ killer.
Our own liquid soap had germ killer.
No, it didn't.
Didn't?
Nope.
I thought it did. What about the stuff before that?
It didn't.
It didn't?
Never.
Never?
Never, ever.
I thought it did.
You thought wrong, dear.
I did?
You did.
Of all liquid hand soaps, only new Liquid Dial has an antibacterial formula that kills germs.
I know. I bet the stuff we had way back...
Dad, it didn't.
Nah, didn't.
New Liquid Dial kills germs the others don't.
Now, there's an attractive cereal.
It's not designed to be attractive, Carol. It's designed to be crisp. It's Crispix.
And the shape. I used to have earrings
Oh,
like
yeah.
this. Remember
Now,
those?
you see corn on one side and rice on the other?
One light side, one dark side. It goes with everything.
No, but it's designed to be crisp.
It is crisp. How could I ever have loved the flake?
I'm asking myself the same question. Kellogg's Crispix. It's crisp by design.
Betrayed, it will shock you. Betrayed, it will disturb you. Betrayed, it will change the way you think forever.
Betrayed, Deborah Winger, Tom Berenger. Rated R. Opens Friday, August 26th.
After flying so many aircraft, I'm not easily impressed with car performance. Then I drove the Cutlass Supreme pace car at the Indy 500. I was impressed. In USAC tests, Cutlass Supreme out-cornered the BMW 325 and braked better than the Ford Thunderbird LX. And the Cutlass Supreme costs a whole lot less. So I got 3 of them. Hey, I got 2 kids, boys.
And now Oldsmobile will buy the air conditioning for you when you buy a 1988 Cutlass Supreme by September 28th.
Some hefty users are a little rougher than others, so no wonder they put a super strong strap on the hefty cinch sack. Hefty cinch sack. Forget wimpy bags. Get cinch sack with the hefty strap, the super strong super cinch.
You always wanted that amusement park all to yourself. Well, it's all yours because right now, everyone's at McDonald's. For the Chicken McNuggets Fiesta. Join us for 3 new Chicken McNuggets Fiesta sauces. Green chili salsa, mild salsa, mesquite barbecue, and collect real south of the border coins. So if you're looking for that extra flying time...
Off, please.
Better hurry. The Fiesta ends soon.
The good time, great taste of McDonald's Fiesta! Instant breakfast. What a delicious idea for breakfast. You're gonna love it in an instant. Nutritious, delicious, frosty, rich and creamy. Carnation instant breakfast. You're gonna love it in an instant.
Where can you find the strength to stop aches and pains without a prescription? In Advil. Advil contains the same medicine that's in the prescription brand Motrin. Yet Advil is gentle and it's safer to your stomach than aspirin. It's no wonder Advil doctor recommendations have grown each year and now total over 15 million. And that doctors are recommending Advil more and more every day. So why take this or this when today there's Advil? Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
Nobody has a taste like Friskies. Nobody has a flavor like Friskies. Nobody brings out the frisky in your cat like the double-coated flavor of Friskies. Nobody, just Frisky.
we will return to the CBS Sunday movie, Outrage.
Monday.
Where's Dick?
Newhart's back in the 6th grade.
You're not still making those armpit noises, are you? Does this mean you'll be dancing in your underwear?
Then it's a new career for Kit.
I don't want to do anything that involves high heels and wigs.
And a big surprise for the business world.
Meet my new boss.
Monday on CBS.
Fresh Cup moved out.
Curiouser and Curiouser. Irwin Allen's all-star musical Alice in Wonderland. Part 1 of 2 enchanting nights. Tuesday at 8.
This is CBS.
With this lie detector, I'll prove this great-looking Isuzu is a better pickup than Toyota. It has more standard features than Toyota. It has a double-walled cargo bed, steel-belted radials, and a 5-speed transmission. Toyota doesn't. Yet it's the lowest-priced import truck in America. See, you can trust me.
Now, with factory incentives, you could save even more on the Isuzu pickup.
This next video will get you ready for back to school.
Just be sure you have enough supplies to improve your grades.
Nobody likes to hit the books, but everybody loves the Top Gun look of Bugle Boy Aviator tops and pants with their cool patches and pocket designs, now 1/3 off. Taking a test can put you in a tailspin, but you'll soar to new heights in our great-looking Bugle Boy pants and tops, all at 1/3 off.
We got the clothes.
Hey, where's my apple?
We got the sound. We got the beat.
Watch Valerie Coleman on Channel 2 Action News at noon.
This is the man who knows breakfast best. His smile has brightened our mornings for over 100 years. Now he gives us a new cereal, Quaker Oat Squares. It carries his good name and his sturdy character. Quaker Oat Squares, rugged squares of whole grain oats, hearty oats, Quaker Oats, with a good nutty crunch and a touch of brown sugar. New Quaker Oat Squares, from the man who knows breakfast best.
If you used to take capsules, the makers of Tylenol have just come up with something better. New extra-strength Tylenol gel caps. They're gelatin-coated. And compared to capsules, gel caps are 33% smaller, with all that extra-strength pain relief concentrated into a solid center under a smooth gelatin coating. So gel caps are actually easier to swallow. If you used to take capsules, try new extra-strength Tylenol gel caps. It's not a capsule. It's better.
A lot of people are putting the rubber to the road at their Hyundai dealer because it's the Hyundai Macon Tracks clearance. And we're moving out all the 88 XLs, including the XL 4-doors, starting at just $59.95. They're $1,000 less than any other 4-door sedan. And during Macon Tracks clearance, we're really dealing. But hurry, these cars are going fast. Must be by a mile.
For your nearest Hyundai dealer, call 1-800-826-CARS today.
Chesapeake Bay Retrievers love the water.
Patsy Barber, top breeder of champion Chesapeake Bay Retrievers.
The most important thing is to produce a good, sound dog and a healthy dog. If you want them in excellent condition, you just have to give them the best food. My dogs love pedigree meat. Mixing the pedigree mealtime with the pedigree is really excellent for the dogs. It makes them healthy, it makes them happy, gives my dogs everything they need. Look at this guy right here, he's as solid as a rock.
Pedigree and pedigree mealtime, recommended by top breeders.
Outrage, the CBS Sunday movie, will return.
Monday,
You didn't tell me we were going to meet Joe Namath.
Broadway Joe guests on Kate and Allie.
What a weirdo man's locker room.
A beard.
Then on Designing Women, a little romance.
Wouldn't be trying to seduce me now, would you?
Men like a little challenge. Well, I guess we could say a good time was had by all.
And it's all Monday.
A confession.
Father Pete, I want the last rites.
What are you talking about?
There's a contract out on me.
Oh, Nicky. A conscience.
I know you know there's a contract on him, Pete.
The sanctity of the confessional is absolute.
You can hear all the confessions you want, but there's real life and death going on outside of these walls, Pete. And if you don't deal with that, you're just using the church as a place to hide.
Wise guy.
CBS Sports Break, sponsored by Budweiser Beer.
Good evening. In baseball today, Detroit's Jack Morris tossed a 2-hit shutout to complete the Tigers' 4-game sweep of the White Sox. In Boston, Oakland's Luis Polonia singled home the winning run in the 8th inning. The Sox slipped 4 games behind the Tigers in the American League East. More after this.
Budweiser, Beechwood aged for a clean, crisp taste, a quality taste, because this Bud's for you.
At Pocono, Pennsylvania, Mario Andretti, leading the 500, was clipped by backmarker Dick Simon. Danny Sullivan, trying to avoid them, was also involved. No major injuries. Bobby Rahal went on to win his first race of the year. And in golf, Joey Sindelar captured the International, moves into first place among the current PGA Tour money leaders. For CBS Sports Break, I'm Ken Squire.
This is CBS.
Roaches. They keep coming back. But now Raid's found a way to kill them round the clock. Raid Roach Controller, the insecticide discs that kill day after day. Kill night after night. Roach after filthy roach. So you may never see roaches again. Raid Roach Controller kills round the clock.
I took my family to California on vacation. I didn't need to carry a lot of cash because I taken along my Citibank Visa. Then, in the middle of the trip, I lost it. So I called the 800 number from Citibank.
I canceled his Citibank Visa and immediately issued him a new one.
She got the new card to my hotel within 24 hours. If it wasn't for Citibank, the kids would have missed Disneyland.
Not just Visa, Citibank Visa.
How to get your baby into showbiz on the next Geraldo.
The making of freeze-dried Taster's Choice coffee. Search the world for the finest coffee beans. Grind them. And at the peak of freshness, brew the richest, most aromatic coffee you can brew. Then freeze it. Freeze-drying locks in the fresh brewed aroma and flavor until you release it. For a truly superior cup of coffee, the choice for taste is Taster's Choice.
Taste it.
Whatever your hands do this summer morning, make sure one of them is taking breakfast by the hand at McDonald's, America's morning place.
The good time, great taste of McDonald's.
There's no better time to buy a Nissan than now, because Nissan dealers are doing everything humanly possible to make room for the 89s. With great deals on sensible Sentras, sporty Pulsar NXs, racy 200 SXs, even luxurious Maximas. And this is your last chance to get up to $2,000 cash back, including cash back from the dealer.
What do you take for diarrhea? The old standby. If you're like most people, lots and lots of the old standby. Well, now there's something more advanced. Introducing Imodium AD, with a medicine now available without a prescription. So Imodium AD can often stop diarrhea with just one dose, instead of all the spoonfuls you may need of the leading remedy. One dose of Imodium AD. It can make your first attack of diarrhea your last.
A dog who's a big eater may end up with a big problem, extra pounds. But now there's new Alpo Light with real meat, 100% adult nutrition, and 25% less calories. New Alpo Light, the healthy way to satisfy a healthy appetite.
Student Council. Is it June yet?
Miss Sunshine.
Don't start, Hackett.
Okay. Breakfast?
Brought mine?
Looks like dessert.
What's that, an experiment?
Nutri-Grain nuggets?
It's too loud.
Come on.
Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Nuggets, the first whole grain nugget cereal.
Crunchy, huh? Oh, I saw a smile.
Nutri-Grain Nuggets.
Dedicated to the ones we love.
7 a.m. and Judy and Jeannie start cooking sausage. 7:05.
Brown and Sir's ready.
Jeannie's family uses Swift Premium Brown and Serve. Just 5 minutes from sizzle to serve.
Hey, Mom!
Why wait? Get Swift Premium Brown and Serve. Great taste without the wait.
If you have an allergy and take Sudafed, there's something you should know. Contact 12-hour caplets stop the sneezing and itchy eyes that Sudafed can't.
Gesundheit.
Until there's a cure, there's Contact.
A performance you won't forget. The new Ford Probe GT.
Have you driven a Ford lately?
Presenting the adventures of Mighty Dog. Muggsy Mutt's mob is up to no good, putting byproducts and soy fillers in small cans. But decent dogs demand the best. They want pure beef. Mighty Dog won't rest till your dog gets the best. Mighty Dog, beef for dogs. The only leading brand that's pure beef and no byproducts. So great taste is safe once more, and dogs can have the pure beef they love. Thanks to Mighty Dog, guardian of good taste.
We will return to Outrage, the CBS Sunday movie.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Ah, but now you're in Looking Glass Land, and everything here is backward.
For 2 wonderful nights, a world-famous cast brings Lewis Carroll's timeless classic to magical musical life.
Off with her head.
Part 1 of Irwin Allen's Alice in Wonderland, Tuesday at 8.
Now, baby.
Hey, Holsters, you're gonna flip for First Impressions.
Now, you see, I love First Impressions. How can I keep the sweater?
Hey, First Impressions, you know? Something funny if you're looking for a little comedic respect.
First Impressions can be deceiving.
First Impressions, Saturday on CBS.
This is CBS.
Couture, the new fragrance designed for the senses, exclusively at Bullock's.
We knew all we needed was some institution that would say, we trust you guys.
If you want someone to work with you on a home loan, call Home Savings.
Go see your Southern California Ford dealer. Tell him you heard he's having such a good year, he's giving his cars away. They love stuff like that.
They wanted this to be a vacation they'd never forget. And it was. So don't carry cash. Carry American Express traveler's checks. Don't leave home without them.
Good evening. I'm Warren Olney. Tonight on Action News, farm leader Cesar Chavez ends his fast, but the spirit of protest lives on. Charges fly after a Chippendales dancer is arrested for lewd conduct. And the sound of strings at the bowl. All that and more at 11.
Get the best view of Campaign 88 from Channel 2 Action News.
Sir.
Sneezing, watery eyes. Hay fever, huh?
This is no way to dispense clear-eyed justice. And I can't take anything. I can't fall asleep on the bench.
Millions of people have gotten fast, on-the-job relief without the degree of drowsiness they may have had before. Come see the doctor next recess.
There is justice, even for me.
Now you can put your hay fever to sleep while you stay awake. See your doctor.
Merrill Dow Pharmaceuticals.
This delicate orchid bears a pod we know as the vanilla bean. For some, this may be the first time you've ever seen natural vanilla, and this may be the first time you've really tasted it. Breyer's all-natural ice cream. Nothing artificial. Just fresh milk, real cream, pure sugar. So that true vanilla taste really comes through. Breyer's ice cream. It's like tasting vanilla for the first time.
Because women sweat too, there's Lady Speed Stick Antiperspirant. Wide coverage and speed stick protection that glides on dry. For wetness and odor protection that's hard to beat, but gentle for a woman. Lady Speed Stick. Protects you like a man, treats you like a woman.
Baby oil never looked or felt like this. It's the first baby oil that's not greasy. Baby Magic Rich and Creamy Baby Oil.
Hey, the Silvertone!
My party van.
But lately?
No party.
Because everybody's here at McDonald's.
For the Chicken McNuggets Fiesta. Chunks of chicken.
Tender.
3 new sauces. Green chili salsa with jalapeno peppers.
Spicy.
Mild salsa with chunks of tomato and onions. Mesquite barbecue.
Zesty.
And they're giving away real south of the border coins.
I'll collect them.
So now we do parties.
And fiestas.
Hit it!
Good time, McDonald's Fiesta!
This is Kathleen Sullivan.
And I'm Harry Smith, this week actor, now author Kirk Douglas.
Also Chuck Norris, Arthur Ashe, and Jodie Foster this week on CBS This Morning.
The lie.
Love you.
The lust. The brutal betrayal.
No! Those 4 men raped my daughter.
Once the nightmare started, it couldn't be stopped.
They didn't do it. Can you prove that?
And the more they paid to hide the truth,
I'll just take half of that $25,000 now.
the closer he came to finding it.
You're really serious about this, aren't you? I'm never anything else but.
Chris Christopherson, Jane Alexander, and Jose Ferrer. It would change paradise forever. Blood and Orchids next Sunday.
Monday.
Where's Dick?
Newhart's back in the 6th grade.
You're not still making those armpit noises, are you?
Does this mean you'll be dancing in your underwear?
Then it's a new career for Kit.
I don't want to do anything that involves high heels and wigs.
And a big surprise for the business world.
Meet my new boss.
Monday on CBS. Monday.
You didn't tell me we were going to meet Joe Namath.
Broadway Joe guests on Kate and Allie.
What a weirdo man's locker room. A beard.
Then on Designing Women, a little romance.
Wouldn't be trying to seduce me now, would you?
Men like a little challenge. Well, I guess we could say a good time was had by all.
And it's all Monday. This is CBS.
Coming up next on the Channel 2 Action News, United Farm Worker leader Cesar Chavez ends his fast, but the fight against pesticides goes on. A deaf man who shot and wounded 2 police officers during a tense standoff is found dead in his home.
Also tonight, on the road with bush and quail. Law enforcement or harassment. Charges fly after the arrest of a Chippendales dancer. And
in fact, last year, when 387 people were killed, KABC.
Dad, which side does Crispix cereal is the crispiest, the rice or the corn?
The corn, son.
How do you know, Dad?
Because we're from Iowa, son.
I think the rice side is the crispiest.
Hogwash.
But Crispix is supposed to be good and crispy on both sides.
Both sides are real crispy. Tasty, too. But around here, everybody knows which side's the crispiest.
The rice, definitely.
The rice.
Kellogg's Crispix is crispy times 2.
We can help you make money. We can help you enter new markets and have a presence. We can help you become a major player in some type of environment. You have the idea, you start it. We'll help you finish it. Obviously, if you're starting a new business, there's something that you think you have to offer. But just having the better mousetrap doesn't necessarily give you market share. You have to understand, how do I take this great idea? How do I target it? How do I get to those folks that can probably and that want to buy? And how do I sort through of all the people that are out there, of all the companies that are out there for my product and service, which is going to be my #1 target group? We can help you do that. We work with just hundreds of clients annually. And I'm sure we've worked with people in the industry that you're going in. And that would allow you to understand what works, what doesn't work, to get to that market share. What's it going to get you? Money. Isn't that what it's kind of all about in starting up a new business?
Introducing an automobile that will change the way you think about two-seaters. Riata by Buick, the premium American two-seater you can be comfortable with. Riata offers a high level of luxury, sophisticated conveniences, and a remarkable amount of room at a most attractive price. If your aim in life has always been high, drive the premium American two-seater, Riata by Buick. Go ahead, you deserve it.
Beginning Sunday, September 18 on ABC, we shared the victory in '76, witnessed perfection in '84, and now for 2 weeks we'll celebrate the comedians who proved that it's better to laugh than to sweat. Your funny favorites from TV and the movies meet in the first ABC decathlon of comedy, beginning Sunday, September 18.
There are still a few cars you can buy for under $6 grand, including this new import, Pontiac Le Mans.
You feel excitement. Yeah, that's Pontiac. Get on your Pontiac and ride. Pontiac ride.
And if you're a qualified first-time new car buyer, a brand new Pontiac Le Mans can be yours for just $57.99.
Get on your Pontiac. We feel excitement.
I chose classic styles because I think women always look good in them. Fashion that's always in fashion. That's what my collection for Kmart is all about. I think it's short-sighted to buy a jacket or a blouse without thinking of what else it could go with. That's why I designed my collection to be a collection. Everything is designed to go with everything else. The clothes have to be right or I won't put my name on them. I don't think that well-made, good-looking clothes at a reasonable price is too much to ask for. No one should settle for anything less.
People who count on their eyes use Visine with tetrahydrozoline. Visine goes to work in seconds to relieve the burning, to soothe the irritation, to get the red out.
That's what I call 100% relief.
Visine gets the red out.
It's the classic all-American hot dog, but we give it a new twist, stuffing the center with cheese or chili. And doing things a little better is an attitude that goes into everything we make. There's a name for food this good. Hormel.
Oh, grapefruit juice?
No, Ocean Spray Pink Grapefruit Juice Cocktail. It's not what you think. It's not bitter.
Ah, sweeter.
It's all yours.
Ocean Spray Pink.
A young nurse bludgeoned to death. Did a sleepwalker murder the girl next door? Does a dream hold clues to the crime? Stone Phillips with the mystery of Dream Murder when 2020 continues.
This is an environmental alert. ABC News takes on a subject so vital, every program for an entire week will address it. And Thursday, don't miss an ABC News special, Burning Questions, the Poisoning of America. Next week, more Americans should turn to ABC News.
Citibank has this 800 number you can call. Well, I couldn't believe it when they called me.
I noticed unusually heavy activity on her Citibank MasterCard. I suspected someone got one of her carbons and was charging on her card fraudulently.
He told me I wasn't responsible for those charges. While he was talking, I thought, am I glad my MasterCard is with Citibank? With any other bank, chances are I'd be the one doing the talking.
Not just MasterCard, Citibank MasterCard.
I'm Tawny Little. Coming up on Eyewitness News at 11, controversy follows Chippendales to its new location tonight. Southern Californians make it getaway day as we're moving into the Labor Day weekend. And if you've ever wanted to try rock climbing, we're going to show you one way to learn. Jim Hill's going to have sports, including reaction to rumors about a major trade for the Raiders. Gary Franklin reviews Freeway, and Dallas Raines has the holiday weather for us. That and more right here at 11. We hope to see you then.
The Warehouse is celebrating hot fun in the summertime.
I rented Good Morning Vietnam and won a Ford Festiva.
The Warehouse. There's still lots of Ford Festivas to win.
Other furniture stores always try to match RB Furniture's low prices. But why clown around with them when RB's prices are always guaranteed to be the lowest in town?
You like polite talk? Ain't gonna get it from me, pal. Tonight on 7.
A young man dreams of representing his country in Seoul. A father dreams of being there to cheer him on. Seagram's Coolers American Team Family Fund makes it possible for someone from the athlete's family to be there in Seoul.
Come on, Jim.
To cheer him on.
Come on.
You can help.
I'm going to Seoul, Jim.
Ask for details where you buy Seagram's Coolers. It's a wonderful way to say good luck, thank you, and cheers.
At Holland America Line, we never forget whose vacation it is.
I've been spoiled now.
Everybody, pay everybody to root.
First of all, for putting up with Richard.
The joy of doing what you
and
want.
for having this idea.
The art of going your own way.
Cheers.
Come, discover them. Aboard the ocean liners of Holland America Line.
In a recent survey, Maytag owners told us they're more satisfied with their Maytag dishwasher than they were with the dishwasher they had before. Here is living testimony. Maytag, with its 54 high-velocity jets of water, has unsurpassed cleaning power to take the kind of grease and grime they dish out. At Maytag, we look forward to hearing from our owners.
So would I.
Maytag, the dependability people.
This is your territory. First Interstate Bank territory, where First Interstate has offices in more cities and states than any other bank system. So you can move anywhere across the territory and have your bank account waiting. From Hawaii to Wyoming, Arizona to Washington. So open an account at First Interstate and you'll get a warm welcome all across our territory. First Interstate Bank, we go the extra mile for you.
In only its first year, 30-something has received top recognition. 30-something, winner of 4 Emmy Awards, including Best Writing, Best Supporting Actress, and Best Drama.
This is the most wonderful thing I've ever heard.
It's the age of 30-something. Tuesday.
Dealer service. At Ford, we're committed to building the highest quality American cars and trucks.
As a Ford dealer, we want to back that up with the highest quality service in America.
That's why we can offer 6-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranties.
And we can back it up with lifetime service guarantees.
We're as determined to provide quality care
as we are to building quality cars and trucks. At your Ford and Lincoln Mercury dealer, quality is job one.
If you want to pull for the U.S. Olympic team as they prepare to take on the world in Seoul, pull out your Visa card. Because whenever you use Visa, we'll make a donation to the team. So pull for the team with Visa. And if you go to the 1988 Summer Olympics in Seoul, bring plenty of time and your Visa card. Because the Olympics don't take place every year. And this year, the Olympics don't take American Express. Visa, it's everywhere you want to be.
I'm Frank Gifford with Al Michaels and Dan Deardorff. On Labor Day night, ABC's Monday Night Football premieres with the Washington Redskins against the New York Giants.
And this game has it all. The last 2 Super Bowl champions, 2 of the league's best quarterbacks, exciting defense, and a great rivalry.
And it begins, as all our games in September will, at a special early time, 8 o'clock Eastern and 5 o'clock Pacific.
So join us for ABC's Monday Night Football.
It's the only way to kick off your week.
For a transcript of this program, please send $4 to 2020 Transcripts. Journal Graphics, 267 Broadway, New York, New York, 10007. This has been the ABC News Magazine, 2020.
This is ABC.
The black box of Delta Flight 1141 reveals what the crew said just before the crash. Chippendales moves to another location, much to the dismay of its new neighbors. And Southern Californians take to the outdoors on this holiday weekend.
Learning how to rock climb takes on new heights. Mothers Against Drunk Drivers release new messages for this holiday weekend. And last summer's freeway terror becomes the plot of a new movie.
Next on Eyewitness News.
The trial lawyers have an initiative called Prop 100, but they have a problem.
because people don't exactly rush to protect high legal fees and prevent auto insurance reform. So they decided to call themselves consumers. But they ran into another problem, the law. So now the lawyers are using a lot of different names for Prop 100 and hiding theirs in the middle. But it's the same old trick. Vote no on Prop 100.
DHL presents international shipping. Some express companies have just started to carve a niche for themselves in international shipping. But DHL has been shipping packages overseas for 20 years. You see, in international shipping, there's only one virtuoso. The other guys are just learning how to play. DHL, the world's express company.
Imagine Tarkett No Wax Vinyl or floor tiles at half price. Part of our Get One Free sale. Now at Standard Brands.
I have a responsibility here.
He physically abused me, and I was scared to death of him.
She was so vulnerable.
She was telling me that Daddy's touching me.
While she was talking and weeping, part of me was thinking, you really don't have to open up this much. That's okay. You have to protect someone. You have to know how to help them hold on.
#1 in Southern California, Channel 7 Eyewitness News with Paul Moyer and Tawny Little. Johnny Mountain has weather and Jim Hill with sports. Now, the Southland's leading news, Eyewitness News at 11.
The Chippendale show moves on. Good evening, everybody. Here's the latest at 11. Tonight, Chippendales moved into a new building in Los Angeles, but as Elaine Long reports, after getting rid of one noisy night spot, the neighbors are not going to be putting out a welcome mat.
Opening night didn't draw quite the crowd Chippendales had hoped. The same dancers strutted their stuff for the ladies, but in a bigger place. The revue moved to the Mid-Wilshire district, taking over where the club Wall Street vacated. Chippendales has been plagued by problems: a revoked liquor license at its Overland Avenue club, a revoked fire permit by the Fire Commission due to overcrowding, which a judge upheld today. And the club may be headed for more troubles. Wall Street closed after the LA City Council banned dancing when neighbors complained about the noise. And those neighbors aren't welcoming the new tenants.
I personally do not want Chippendales there at all. I mean, I prefer it to go back to a theater, but I don't know if that's possible. But
where are the people going to park with all those chicks running around there? Or the guys running around there? This place is going to be so packed.
Chippendale's management is going to the neighbors to hear their complaints.
We're going to do everything we can to try to appease them. We've even taken the liberty of inviting some of the neighbors down here free of charge to see the show. But I don't think there's going to be a problem.
The LAPD stopped by to prevent any future problems here.
We don't want to cite anybody. We want their cooperation. And I'm real happy to say that everybody seems interested in keeping it that way.
Chippendales will only be here temporarily. In 7 months, they plan to move outside the Los Angeles city limits, where they have felt harassed. In Los Angeles, I'm Elaine Long, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Thousands of Southern California motorists are continuing their vacation trek out of town tonight. CHP officials say traffic is crawling at a snail's pace along several local freeways. Many holiday goers are heading to the mountains or the deserts tonight, and the traffic is not expected to let up until after midnight.
I'm praying on the Lord's side. I'm praying on the Lord's side. Tell me whose stars are you moving on?
Near El Segundo, campers are singing songs and roasting marshmallows. Many campgrounds throughout the state are booked up for the holiday weekend, and Southland beaches are also expected to be packed tomorrow. Tony.
Well, Paul, with a more somber side, with the Labor Day weekend now underway, local law enforcement officers are out on patrol tonight for suspected drunk drivers. Earlier today, federal officials and Mothers Against Drunk Driving teamed up to launch a Drive for Life. It's a campaign to keep drinkers off the roads.
More people have died on our roads because of drugs and alcohol than in all the wars ever fought by our country.
The Department of Transportation is airing these public service announcements this weekend to warn people about the dangers of alcohol and drugs. In the meantime, MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, is asking motorists to drive with their headlights on tomorrow to show support for their crusade. A similar campaign last year cut the number of drunken driving deaths by 25%. Paul.
Tony, a major crackdown announced today on truck drivers who take drugs behind the wheel. The Highway Patrol mounted its own sting operation in Riverside and San Bernardino counties using a big 18-wheeler, setting up drug buys over a CB radio. Standing on the site of what he said is a major drug location at an Ontario truck stop, Attorney General John Van de Kamp announced the results of the crackdown. In the past 2 months, 41 arrest warrants. He said methamphetamine is the most common drug, but cocaine, heroin, and other drugs are also sold. Tony.
Well, Paul, aviation experts are investigating tonight the crash of a small plane in southern Riverside County earlier today. One person was killed, 3 others critically injured when the single-engine Piper Warrior smashed into a 2-story building as it approached the landing strip at Rancho California Airport. The plane narrowly missed colliding on the ground with a second plane as it flipped upside down. One eyewitness says he ran over to the downed plane and found a female passenger trapped underneath an unconscious man.
We decided to tear off the wing, so I got my tools out of my truck. We cut off the wing before the fire trucks got here so we could open the doors and get the woman out.
The 3 wounded plane victims were airlifted to local hospitals. At this time, authorities don't know what caused the plane to lose control and crash. Paul.
Investigators announced tonight that the crew of Delta Flight 1141 confirmed their wing flaps were in the right position just before takeoff, according to the voice recorder. But flaps in one wing are now in the wrong position. The flaps have locking devices, and there's no sign that they changed position during the crash. The issue remains confused.
And the inconsistency is we have to assume from the cockpit voice recorder when the first officer said 15, 15, that he was indicating 15-degree flaps.
And that's a down position?
That is correct.
And that's what it's supposed to be at?
That's takeoff, for takeoff. That is correct.
And today the tail section was removed, and then the 3 engines were shipped off to their manufacturer, Pratt & Whitney, to determine if engine failure played a part in that crash. Tony.
Well, it was announced tonight that a secret military satellite reportedly designed to spy on the Soviet Union has failed to reach the proper orbit. It was launched this morning on a powerful Titan rocket. The 3rd stage booster failed to ignite a second time to push the satellite up into its final 22,000-mile orbit above the Earth. Engineers now trying to figure out if there's any way they can save this mission, but they're not optimistic. When we come back, Michael Dukakis takes his presidential bid to the Northwest, while Republican vice presidential nominee Dan Quayle meets with farmers in the South. Next.
I'm a working person on a budget.
So am I, but I'd sure like a new car.
But without a big down or high monthly payments.
That's no problem through 9 p.m. Monday at Don Cott's Auto Center with 213 new cars and trucks, all at just $139 a month with as little as $139 down. Ford Escorts, Plymouth Colts, Tracers by Mercury, loaded Festivas with air. 213 at just $139 a month at Don Cott's Auto Center, Avalon at 405 till 9 p.m. Monday only.
Thank you, Don Cott.
Just in time for Labor Day. It's Alpha Beta's sizzling steak sale. Light up the fire and serve up the porterhouse. Only $2.69 a pound. Succulent savings. Also $2.69 a pound. Tasty T-bone, tender and juicy. And fire up the grill for London broil. Just $1.89 a pound. Right now at Alpha Beta. It's a red-hot steak sale. Check it out.
Check out the difference at Alpha Beta.
1 out of every 4 Americans will suffer from heart disease. 1 out of 4. But you can help reduce your family's risk with a balanced diet of food lower in fat and cholesterol and higher in complex carbohydrates. Food like Weber's bread. It's good for your heart because it can help your body defend against heart disease. Serve more bread like Weber's because 1 out of 4 is one too many.
With just this much tire between you and the road, you need exclusive Bridgestone technology. Bridgestone builds more than tires that perform. Bridgestone builds confidence. So at 65 miles an hour, remember this and remember Bridgestone.
This Labor Day weekend, Carpeteria is giving away labor. That's free installation with every carpet purchase. Even Anso 5 worry-free carpets are labor-free.
It was a 1-2 punch for the Dukakis campaign in Southern California this week. First Michael and then Mrs. Dukakis, Kitty, in turn, she visited parents of young AIDS victims, calling attention to the tragedy. Eyewitness News reporter Mark Coogan had asked if it is proper to use AIDS as a campaign issue.
AIDS should be a nonpartisan issue, but it is not at this stage because this administration, which includes George Bush, has been very slow in addressing this as a major health issue.
Mrs. Dukakis also visited AIDS patients in San Francisco today, Tony.
And Paul, Kitty's husband, Michael Dukakis, campaigned in the Northwest tonight. At a rousing rally in Portland, Oregon, he ridiculed his rival, George Bush, as a dropout on education and scorned the notion that Bush's running mate could lead a war on the drug trade.
My friends, is there anybody here today? Is there any citizen in the United States of America who thinks that Dan Quayle is qualified to be the nation's drug czar?
That rally in a Portland park drew an estimated 2,000 to 3,000 people.
Tony, the object of Dukakis' ridicule, Senator Quayle, spent the day in Dixie. The Indiana Republican and his wife carried the GOP message to Alabama's farming community. The senator praised the farmers as still the backbone of the nation. George Bush, the Republican standard-bearer, stumped the New Jersey beaches and northern Delaware. The vice president hammered hard at his opponent, Michael Dukakis. He told the crowd at the Delaware Riverport of Newcastle that Dukakis had Massachusetts sludge dumped in the ocean off New Jersey and polluted its beaches. That was 3 years ago when the sludge waste was dumped in the ocean out beyond the continental shelf. Tony.
Well, what kind of weather can we expect as this Labor Day weekend wraps up the summer of '88? Dallas Raines tells us next. And we're also going to show you the true meaning of climbing the walls. That's next.
This young man is about to repair his own car. The problem? Clogged fuel injectors. As you watch, he's fixing it with Mobil Super Unleaded Gasoline. Its advanced detergent formula can unclog fuel injectors and keep your entire fuel intake system clean. Drive your engine clean with Mobil Super Unleaded. High octane with a plus. Get a free Rams or Raiders glass with every fill-up of 8 gallons or more of Mobil Super Unleaded Plus.
JCPenney knows you work hard for your money, so they're having a giant Labor Day sale, Friday through Monday, where you'll save 25% on boys and girls' famous name separates and warm jackets for preschool and school-age kids. Save 25 to 50% on fine jewelry, better watches, diamonds, plus 14-karat gold chains, charms, earrings, and bracelets. It's your final week to save 20 to 50% on all furniture, styles for your living room, bedroom, dining room, and den. Don't miss the savings during the JCPenney Labor Day sale. Shop Monday till 9 p.m.
Where can you get the car that got 44,000 Americans over the last 2 years to switch from Cadillac? Where else? And where can you get $1,000 cash back on the luxury car that offers the most interior room of any American car, plus standard V8 power? Where else? And where can you find the 3 luxury cars that in the last 2 years found their way into the hearts of 62,000 ex-Cadillac owners? Where else but at your Lincoln Mercury dealer?
Most people go to gyms to work out. Well, now in Seattle, some are going to work up and down and sideways. It's the first of its kind, called the Vertical Club. It caters both to beginners and veteran rock climbers. And although it can't compare to the real thing, well, they tell us it's catching on.
We designed the place primarily for teaching and training. And we have a large group of beginners that have come through here this year to learn the sport of rock climbing.
This is such a unique idea, the owners had trouble getting insured because agents couldn't decide how to write the policy. Well, they added barbells. Now it qualifies as a gym. And the customers seem to love paying to be driven up the wall.
I've been climbing the walls for a while. No, I haven't.
I
That's one
know
way to
all
do it.
about that.
No.
Not that way.
We have some hot weather, but we also have a hurricane heading over towards Hawaii, or rather back towards that area.
You know,
Is that the way it's working?
if you were going to go to Hawaii for the Labor Day and decided that you just couldn't stretch it, it's probably a good idea. This storm is very dangerous. They had a report we just saw a few minutes ago into the weather office that Hurricane Yuleki, which had moved away from the Hawaiian Islands, has now turned and is actually headed toward the islands. It's a big hurricane, too, with winds of 135 miles per hour. And they're really concerned. They've opened some hotlines to the weather service there in Honolulu because the storm is threatening the islands now and may be a major story this weekend on the weather scene. As far as we go, we've got some hot weather, folks, right on through Saturday and Sunday. Late this afternoon, our chopper was up and had one of the prettiest sunsets I've seen over L.A. We had a few thunder showers.
For as long as we've been pumping gasoline, we've been pumping a poison into our air. An invisible, odorless health hazard called carbon monoxide. It wasn't a major problem at first. There were simply fewer cars and fewer drivers on the road. But over the years, as we pumped more gasoline, the problem grew for everyone. And even though today's cleaner-burning cars have helped reduce carbon monoxide levels, the problem persists for everyone. But part of a solution is already at the pumps in some states, in the form of ethanol-blended fuels. Ethanol blends reduce deadly carbon monoxide emissions significantly, and a detergent in ethanol keeps engines running cleanly. The complete solution isn't here yet, but one conclusion is perfectly clear. The more ethanol blends we pump into our cars, the less carbon monoxide we pump into our lungs.
We are the spark in the engine, the switch in the night, a voice in the dark from a million miles away. We are the beats and the slash, the glitch and the flash. We are team, we are the good things you hear and see. We bring good things to life.
They are the world's best drivers. They come from the kart, road, and NASCAR circuits to take the supreme test of driving skill. The International Race of Champions. Plus the dramatic conclusion of the most prestigious event in ladies golf. Live, it's the final round of the U.S. Women's Open. All today on ABC Sports.
Introducing new Extra Gold. Brewery fresh draft beer that'll get your attention. A full tilt taste with something extra that only one great draft beer can deliver. If you like to drink beer, I mean really like to drink beer, then run, don't walk to your favorite store and ask for new Extra Gold Draft. It's the biggest taste that's happened to beer since they put it in cans.
There is one British automobile which has no need to sing its own praises.
So comfortable, so luxurious, so obviously meant for serious driving.
With the possible exception of the Concorde, no machine so nicely put together has ever before come out of England. Starting, surprisingly, at around $22,000. It is the Sterling, the inevitable British road car.
Monday, broken-hearted men and rotten
Open. And the woman of the moment, as play began today, was a handsome 22-year-old Swedish golfer named Liselott Neumann. She started with an opening round 67 and has been leader or co-leader at the end of all 3 rounds. Today, she meets the final challenge. ABC Sports and the United States Golf Association invite you to the playing of the final round of the 1988 U.S. Women's Open Golf Championship.
This ABC Sports exclusive is brought to you by Lincoln, what a luxury car should be. By the investment firm of Smith Barney. They make money the old-fashioned way. They earn it. And by Michelob. One taste will tell you why the night belongs to Michelob.
Leo McKern for the investment firm of Smith Barney.
Rewarding investments don't just happen willy-nilly, you know. They are the result of careful selection. Oh, and sometimes a little inspiration.
Oh, bad luck, Leo.
Of course, a lot depends on who gets the inspiration. Smith Barney, they make money the old-fashioned way. They earn it.
Some people move up in the world a little faster than others. Maybe it's because they know what's waiting for them when they get to the top. A luxury car. One of the big 3. Lincoln Continental, Lincoln Mark 7, or Lincoln Town Car. Anything less isn't worth the climb. Lincoln, what a luxury car should be.
Even when all of Company B heads for the phone, it's no problem for Gail Godfrey.
Delta Airlines, Gail Godfrey.
Y'all fly to Lubbock, Texas?
Yes, that is confirmed.
I got some friends who want to talk to you now. Just hold on a second. Thank you. Cincinnati, Ohio. New York City. Monroe, Louisiana.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
San Jose, California. Portland, Oregon. Butte, Montana.
You're all set. Thank you for calling, Delta.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Gail. Did you get many calls this afternoon? 1.
Delta, we love to fly, and it shows.
You need a 4th?
Well, not really. Let him hit. What's the difference?
The longest hitters hit the longest balls. Top Flight, the longest ball.
Pretty good, kid.
Even if you missed them all day, here's one thing that can't miss. Tonight. Shouldn't your night belong to Michelob?
Downtown Baltimore, it's skyline building every day. It's a different city than it was 10, 15, or 20 years ago.